so many roads to choose. We start out walking and learn to run. We've only just begun.
Everybody doing? My name is Zenokami. I am your host who happens to be extremely exhausted, tired, and basically worked like a dog to the bone. I'm joined today, of course, by our lovely co-host, who's also the Dark Lord of all things, the Sith and IT. He also loves waffles. Cannot forget the waffles. Very important. Lewis, that Mexican with a K. Sandoval.
It's actually funny that you bring up waffles because I've actually eaten waffles for the first time in forever.
How can you be a waffle lover if you've been neglecting your waffles, Lewis?
I don't know. I betrayed that what I love. I don't deserve the waffle name.
So Lewis, how are you, man?
Just tired for some reason. I'm just tired today for some reason. I don't know why.
It is a Friday. I know exactly how you feel. I'm tired as well. Long day at work.
Friday. It's also Veterans Day. I forgot about that.
It totally is. Matter of fact, I was asked by Jack, the guy who wanted us to tell that joke about the washing machine last week. He asked if we were going to go live today, and I said, yeah. He said, why? I asked, why not? He said, because it's a holiday. So with my ignorance, I apologize. And to all veterans out there, happy Veterans Day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you went to Denny's and got your free lunch thing. And just thanks for your service.
Thanks, guys.
Another topic, though. While we may be dried and have our lives sucked from enthusiastic morality, do want to say we have some updates coming to the website soon. We've been planning some merchandise, and I don't know. We're planning on starting off with the cartoon quick tunes, the little images of myself and Lois with the mustaches that you're probably seeing if you're watching this live on YouTube. We're gonna have those on mugs. So yeah, our mug on a mug, snug under a rug.
That should be the caption. No, or stickers. I just make stickers and slap that on my face.
I do want to make stickers. Cause you know about the whole hackathons where they pass out stickers and you slap the stickers on your laptop.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah,
with mine. I've broken it in for a while. Gotta sticker slap it now.
Well, I sticker slapped my old Surface Pro Generation 1,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot come to terms to sticker slap my Surface Book. I just can't.
My current one has like I've lost like it's lost its shimmer for me basically. So I'm like, yeah, it's been a year. It's okay. I could start start abusing it now.
The stickers actually make it look better.
Right after a year, like, oh, gotta hide that scratch.
Also, for next year, we're gonna plan on doing a Patreon, and I've been trying to figure out Patreon benefits. Like, what would a Patreon get? Still working that out. Still, personally, have no really concrete, solid idea. I do have one, but I'm not sure how realistic it'll be if we can't really get Gabe to do artwork at a fast pace. But we'll see. We will see. Moving on though, Lois, what kind of cell phone do you use?
So when I use a still currently have my HTC One M9, which I'm thinking of actually putting back the stock firmware on. Well, not the stock, because it kind of modified it a bit and changed it to developer mode. So it'd have like the unlocked ROM, which is slightly better. So yeah, that's what I currently run.
Does it have a fingerprint scanner on it?
It does not. I'm not
Ah.
huge on that, mostly because I don't think they're the most secure thing, but I still think it's really cool for other purposes.
Yeah, like so I recently picked up the LG V20. I was actually supposed to shoot footage today after work, but no, I was too tired. But I really gotta say I personally didn't really care about fingerprint scanners until now. They're still not like the super most thing, but they do create convenience where convenience is applicable. And what I mean by that is, this is perfect because LastPass finally got rid of their whole, you can do a free version either on the web or your mobile device. You can't have both. So they finally mixed them, so I can now use LastPass on my phone and use my fingerprint scanner to unlock the Master Vault.
Mm. I didn't know they changed it to that. That's weird. Yeah, they're just all mobile or not mobile. That's weird.
Also, we have Ahmed in the chat. How are you doing, you glorious beard having bastard? No, like, you legit need to see this man's beard. It is glorious. It is like godlike status beard. He has the curls on the mustache part, and the chin beard is pointed down to like a nice round. I'm getting beard jealous. It is fantastic.
Spirit MB. Spirit MB.
But yeah, but beard on me. But I'm just kind of giddy over the new phone and the fact that I don't gotta type in a 29 character. I should not say how long my master password is. Something that's longer than 15 characters can now be done in a fingerprint scan. I like that.
Mine is as long as pi.
Wait, isn't that kind of impossible because pi is actually one digit in a sub? I would love. No, I'm gonna question the hell out of it. But no, I actually do like the theory behind a sub of a number or a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a number. So you can have like decimals within decimals within decimals, and basically have an infinite subatomic value, and it's something totally different, totally unrelated to pi, etc.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
But speaking on HTC, I'm gonna go back to the whole BitTorrent thing. Don't worry, Lewis.
No, it's fine.
I just forgot you had an HTC phone, and it's a perfect segue. But
Yeah.
they oh crap, I'm on the wrong browser. HTC released a new phone, dude.
Yeah, I saw about that. Like, it's only available on Sprint or something, right?
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
I don't know. So HTC and me, like I like HTC. I think they really need to get back to their front-facing or front-firing speakers, Go back to that. That's what everyone wants. Their front firing speakers.
I don't even
Everyone
know they
wants it.
removed that.
Yeah, it's just like one speaker on the front now, and then like the other speaker is on the actual bottom edge. It's no longer on the front face. But I'm shocked by the quality of the HTC Bolt, the new phone, and the reason why is because it's only about like $500, but you're getting some pretty nice specs out of it. Granted, the chip they use is the Snapdragon 820, which is about a year old, but they modified it to be really up to date or whatever. But it's only $500. Yeah.
What is it? The Pixel running? The 840, isn't it?
I think so. Okay, we have Alana in the chat saying, "I need to stop gushing over other men. You'll make Lewis jealous." Oh,
He's got a point though.
No, you should hear the jokes that Alana has about like our friendship. It's hilarious. But yeah, I think the Pixel runs the 840, and I think the 840 is basically a really powerful Snapdragon. But the best benefit from it is better heat exhaust, or rather, it doesn't get as hot, and I think that's pretty cool. But they say this this modified 820 won't run as hot as other previous 820s, and so far that seems to be the case. But it's still a new phone, so we'll have to wait and see what other testers get.
It's pretty good. That means longer battery life.
Yeah.
And hopefully no exploding batteries. Or bending phones. You know.
Oh man, I was supposed to record a Zenful Thoughts video, but again, I've been super busy and I couldn't get to it. But apparently, us covering the Samsung washing machine explosions,
Yeah.
actually helped out a family, and they found out they had one of the Samsung washers that was on the recall list, and they didn't know anything about it. So we actually did some good.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, always glad to help.
And
Want someone else to explode into millions of pieces. That's a good day when that doesn't happen.
Today was a good day. Are you Ice Cube?
Am I?
But
I am. I don't know.
Duality of personalities.
Right?
I forgot what I was about to say about the. Look, what do you consider a flagship phone, by the way?
A flagship phone?
Yeah.
I don't even know, honestly, because I feel like the term flagship has just been thrown around here and there, been abused, lost its value.
Everything's a
Or its
flagship
meaning.
nowadays.
Right.
The reason why
See, I don't know. I think it's all like what you actually like in a phone, because they just pop so many new sensors into each phone. To me, I guess if I had to choose, would be just the phone with the fanciest sensors.
I like the definition, and the only reason why I ask is because John Redinger from Techno Buffalo covered the HTC Bolt, and he calls it a flagship phone. And again, like, this phone is only about $500, so I was wondering why qualify that as a flagship. And he says he qualifies it because $500 is a high price for a phone, and enters the flagship price range for his opinion. And at first I was kind of like meh, because I think about the iPhones, the Pixel, and they're like around $700, $800, $900 and more dollars.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at the mid-tier phones, which are like the OnePlus series, and they're like $300. And if it's $300 for a mid-tier, then actually $500 does sound about right for the start of the flagship, qualification.
Mm. So for you, it's kind of more like a price range.
Well, that's for John Ridinger's idea. Like, personally, I don't know what I would qualify. Like, what makes a flagship? I don't want to call it by price, because if I call it by price, and John thinks $500 is the start of a flagship, and I paid about $800 for my phone, and I'm just like, if I can get a flagship for like $300 cheaper, I just had to do the math real quick, make sure I was right. $300. Then what is my phone? A super flagship? Super Saiyan flagship? I don't know. I was just curious on your opinion on a flagship device.
Yeah, we should throw it out to the viewers. What do they think is a flagship phone? Because I feel like it's just a marketing term.
Oh, dude, it totally is. Like, and it works both ways because One when the first OnePlus phone came out, the way they marketed their phone was a flagship killer that wasn't a flagship because it gave you a bunch of power, sure, but did not purposely push you to an aspect of high price. Lewis, did I lose you? I think we lost Lewis.
Connection lost.
Yep, we lost him. But I am curious to hear everybody's thoughts on this. As in, what do you consider a flagship device? Is it based on price? Is it based on specs, sensors, the lifespan of said device, battery life, or more? Exactly what is it for you?
Connected.
Welcome back. Or did I dip out?
I think you dipped out.
I dipped out?
Because the stream stopped.
The stream stopped? Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I think the stream's there. Yeah, the stream's back.
Okay, it gives me the status of good, and I only dropped 0.5% of the packets, or excuse me, the frames. So Comcast, I'm watching you. I am watching you, Comcast, like a hawk.
Speaking of connections, oh man, there's a Canadian university that's starting to ban BitTorrent traffic because the students are just basically torrenting too much illegal crap, and the school's getting too many copyright notices.
Now, see, one thing I'm curious about is it like are they downloading like a bunch of the ebooks and they're just like stuck with the ebooks, or are they? Because believe it or not, and I'm gonna get a little weird here. Do you know like porn producing companies are really big sticklers for their content?
Oh yeah, totally. Like, did you hear about the what is it? How they are circumventing ad blocks using like WebSockets.
No,
They're using like bleeding edge technology. It's like they're leading they're basically ahead of the curve in like technology by implementing the latest features of the web to circumvent everything. It's a lot of money in the porn industry.
Louis, when the porn industry is more advanced than the Pentagon, I'm not sure if we failed as a society or we're succeeding as a society. I really don't know.
You're gonna be fighting wars with dildos.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. That they're sticklers about their content.
I'm sorry, I'm
Big
dying.
bucks.
I'm dying, dude. I'm legit picturing like this old man in a trench with a hard hat going, "I need ammunition," and someone passes 2 AA Duracell batteries. Oh my god! Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that, guys. And Louis, you were able to hear me, but the audience couldn't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. with the university, yeah, sorry about that, it was an interruption. I had to talk to my mom. She has like these awesome LED headphones, and she's excited about them. But yeah, so well, putting the dildos in war aside, so what is the school doing about the whole BitTorrent blocking thing?
Well, the primary concern is basically the notices. Um, their secondary concern is, well, I mean, all this extra traffic is going to make everything else slower for everyone else. And their third concern, I believe, was, well, I mean, it's also a security threat because, you know, that cracked version of Photoshop may not be a cracked version of Photoshop. It can indeed be like a Trojan horse.
Speaking of Trojan porn and dildos, anyway, so when I first heard, or saw the article about it, I was kind of like, that's kind of crap. Then I read about them getting all the fines. And I'm just like, okay, it's kind of reasonable now. But I don't know. There's ways to I don't know. I don't want to incriminate myself digitally via torrenting and things, but I don't know.
Yeah, there are always ways around it, but just something that the university caught on to eventually.
$10 says they're torrenting the episodes of Game of Thrones.
It's like always Game of Thrones.
I didn't add a link for this, but did you hear about the new Snapchat spectacles?
The snappy chap. I have not. Is this something like the stories? What is this new feature?
No, it's like it's an actual hardware device type of thing. So it's like sunglasses, but they have cameras added on each eye corners for the glass pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And you press a button on the glasses, or the sunglasses rather, and it records a 10-second Snapchat video. I'm not sure what they call their videos. Snapettes.
Whippersnappers?
I don't. Yeah.
No, it's snaps.
Snaps.
I believe.
Okay. I don't use Snapchat. I don't. Maybe I should start. I don't know. Like, cause I just imagine if someone really wanted to see 10 seconds out of my life, and I'm just like, hey guys, I'm on Snapchat. They would just see me at a desk eating like a Snickers while going through code and basically contemplating jumping off a building due to my college courses.
All I heard, or when you were describing this thing, was Google Glass, like them trying to clone Google Glass.
Pretty much, like legit, pretty much, dude. Oh, and like at first I thought people were gonna be able to like hide them because like the cameras are hidden inside the actual corner edge of the earpiece and in the monocle areas. Mm-hmm. But no, when you start recording, the cameras have an LED ring that rotates to say, hey, I'm recording. Which I mean is good on them for having an indicator to display that they're recording. But at the same time, they're going to run into the same issues that Google Glass did.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember I had that campaign for a while. Like, don't be a glass hole. Funny Google.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Snapchat can say, don't be a spectacle ass. I don't know.
A snap hole. Don't be a snap hole.
They might get sued by Snapple because it sounds too similar.
Maybe. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Snapchat does interesting things, like the Snap Cache thing. I never understood that.
What is the Snapchat cache?
Like, so, I believe earlier last year, they introduced a feature called Snap Cache, where you could basically send people cash through Snapchat. That's like, I mean, you could also send them photos, but now you could just randomly send them cash. It's really weird and random.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I guess that's how they make money as well. It's just a really random feature. It's like Facebook, like randomly, like wait, I think Facebook does actually let you ask for money.
I'm sorry. All I can imagine is like someone possibly just doing 10-second videos of saying, "Hey, send me money, send me money," and people would really do it. Oh, ugh. But moving on though, have you seen the Nintendo NES Mini?
Yes,
Man, I
yes.
think
I
we've
think it was announced earlier this year.
yeah. Did we
Yeah,
make
I
a
think we
blog
covered
post
it
about it?
before. I believe we did. I believe we did. Are there any like developments on it?
No, well, no, but like I think they finally released. Yeah, they did release because actually we got a copy
Ah,
here now. Actually, um, yeah. Because I wrote an article saying that Nintendo launched New Age NES powered by nostalgia, and I was basically saying how Nintendo is just riding that nostalgia really hard, really hard. And people are saying it's a fun device, but it has a few issues, not in like performance, but the controller cable is really short, so you got to be really close to the TV. Uh,
oh,
yeah, and there's like no menu button on the controller, so if you do get an extending cable, you're gonna have to get up, go to the device, press the menu button on the device to go back to the game select menu, and it's like these small little things like
again, nostalgia. It's part of the nostalgia experience. It's a feature.
oh man. But I want to do a video on plugging it in and playing it, of course, but I just don't know when. I have an exam this weekend and two exams
Nah.
next week, so we'll see. Uh,
Yeah, there's always time for it.
maybe. Oh, and have you seen Steam lately?
For 9 a week, did it get like a dramatic update?
Yeah, well, it's not super dramatic, but it's a nice sort of kind of dramatic update. They updated their store page on the actual Steam application, and it is just organized so much neater. So neat.
If they updated the actual app itself, they probably updated the website as well because that's where it pulls from, right?
I I think let's find out. Um,
Store.steampower.com.
Power to the steamboat.
Oh, hey, look, they finally got rid of that really old archaic scroll bar at the bottom. It's actually got like arrows and little like instead of like scroll positions where you have to figure out, you got these little markers now at the bottom. Hey, look at
Yeah.
that. That was so outdated. Oh, I mean that's cool that they updated the little scroller.
It
That's
reminds
cool.
me of our old carousel on our website.
Now, I wonder if they
uh,
updated their video player because that thing was buggy.
oh.
Oh no, I gotta still dream. So I gotta keep dreaming for that one.
Oh.
Video
We,
player is still the same.
it's I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna pray to the Lord Gaben. Oh Lord Gaben,
Lordy, lordy.
please fix your video playback devices for your website and your desktop application. When you get all our money for your next Steam sales, you will be able to afford the change. And please go easy on my wallet.
No, they have that hamburger layout. Everyone's going with the hamburger layout. Those little three things on the left.
I don't know, like, who started that trend?
No idea. But I know my friend Tommy, he hates that it's called a hamburger.
I do
He thinks it's
too.
the dumbest name ever.
It is.
The hamburger icon.
I remember like, when we first updated the website with a major update, like, when we first added the Foundation 5 library to the website, and I was going through the documentation, and there's like hamburger menu icon. I'm like, what the frick is a hamburger menu icon?
Hamburger.
Oh, you know, we should just design an actual like burger icon to replace the actual menu. Oh.
That reminds me, there's actually like I think a company called HTML Burger. Yeah, there you go. HTMLburger.com. That yeah, basically you send them a PSD file and they convert it into a website. I don't think they actually have a burger as their. Oh, nope, they definitely beat us to it.
Wow.
HTMLburger.com. Have the screen, like just like cut it in half, and like you'll see the little hamburger layout on your right hand side. Just snap it to the side of your screen.
Hold on. I think I messed up. There we go. Let me try it. Yep, it did. Oh, I like it.
Everyone just visiting HTMLburger.com.
It's so cute. I like it. Hello, Mr. Burger or Mrs. Burgers. I don't know which one you are. Oh,
Yep.
scroll down though. Go to the on the front line area where they have like the actual designers and developers.
Let's see. Let's see.
You see
Yeah.
them? Okay, now tell me, Alan, Jeff, and Zach don't look like they're related.
Alan, Jeff, and Zach. Is it the bald hair?
It's like the hair and like the chins a little bit. Wait, never mind. Alan has a butt chin. I thought that was a goatee. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't call it a butt chin. It's the proper term is cleft or mandible. So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I just randomly remember that. It's really off topic. I was like,
No.
wait a minute, I think I do remember the website.
Yeah, but I think it's a good time to go into our intermission. So let me play some soothing, beautiful ads for you guys. And I know it's like the same two ads. I know I have like 3 more to switch them out with. I just haven't rendered them just yet. So give me a break. I'm an exhausted college student who works and does this basically 24/7. If you're like me, you enjoy losing a bunch of time searching Amazon for various gadgets and gizmos and trinkets and bobs and bits. Well, wouldn't you enjoy an extra $5 towards your Amazon account? Or if you have a mobile phone, either Android or iPhone, you can use our link to log into the Amazon app for the first time and get an extra $5. If you want to support Essence of Zen, I highly recommend you do this. It doesn't hurt. All you have to do is click the link and follow the 2 instructions. If you are eligible for the extra $5, it will be added to your Amazon credits. So give it a shot. You're helping us out and you're also getting an extra $5 in your pockets. In the meantime, feel free to support Essence of Zen by using our link to start a 30-day trial for Kindle Unlimited. That's free access to over 10,000 books and audiobooks for 30 days. Unlimited reading, unlimited listening, any device. When nearing the end of the trial, if you don't want to continue it, be sure to cancel the service renewal via amazon.com/mycd. Thank you. back from being
We are back.
away. Lewis, what did you do over the break for yourself, man?
Just hang out, relax.
You lived the good life, man. Like I went back to Mount Everest, but I could only make it halfway up the mountain. You know, I mean, we're not as rusty as last week, but because I'm exhausted, I just couldn't get past that one set of meters where I ran out of my oxygen in my oxygen tank, and I just gave up. You know, just man.
Need to work out some more.
Dude, legit, I do need to work out some more. I am like whittling away my flabby, skinny arms.
Crusheverything.com, right? just crusheverything.com. See.
Like, see, I wouldn't need to work out if I was a sorcerer.
If only.
If only. But it brings up a good point because I went and saw Doctor Strange with Alana last week. Yeah, last Saturday. Yeah, and it's good. Like it's a Marvel movie. You know what you're expecting. The best part of the movie, in my opinion, were they nailed the characters that they focused on. That being Doctor Strange. Even Tilda Swanson. I can never pronounce her last name.
Swanson's. I don't know.
She nailed the Ancient One. Even though I still don't agree with the casting choice and the direction for the Ancient One, she was still an amazing actress. Wong was awesome. And Mordo was kind of okay. Again, not happy about the casting choice, but the actor was amazing. However, the writing for the character was kind of meh. You know, go see it. It's really funny. The action is kind of mid tier, and I for their next Doctor Strange movie, they need to focus on a better mixture of CGI and practical effects because there was a lot of errors in the animation that I picked up on, at least. But
I'm usually pretty just into the movie, so hopefully when I go see it, I won't notice anything major.
But the funny thing is about this too, though. Did you know one of the strongest weaknesses of Doctor Strange is technology?
Really?
Yeah. Like the whole concept of magic versus science is like it was a big thing. I'm not sure how big of a deal it is for the current canonical Doctor Strange and like the new Marvel Ultimate Mixture Universe type of thing. But I digress. You know, it's retconning and all this changes in the lore. But I imagine Doctor Strange wouldn't be okay with implants in the brain allowing paralyzed monkeys to walk Lewis.
Oh yeah, that's pretty far beyond. That's crazy though. How far we've got it now with medical science. That we're at the point where scientists can start basically implementing these little basically wireless transmitters and then wireless receivers like into chimps hindquarters basically.
Can you imagine a baboon? With the rip, but
it took a second to understand what you meant. Yeah, have them walk. It's pretty cool. But it's also pretty simple at the same time because I'm sorry, I should give more context. So basically, these chimps can no longer walk because of spinal injuries, and basically what these scientists are doing is basically bypassing the spine and just via wireless connection. It's not working wired, so they're going wireless. It's pretty neat stuff. I was joking with Zane though earlier, saying that I hope it's a secure channel because I don't want someone hacking my legs. And just, doesn't have yeah.
I will say I'm looking at the imagery chart right now for the paralyzed primates walk thing.
Mm-hmm.
My one most important critique. It's not about security. It's not about bringing Harambe back from the dead as a reanimated zombie. That would be cool. It's the fact that the implant looks like a whistle sticking out of the monkey's head.
Well, I mean, it's gotta have a good reception. It reminds me of those little, like little tail fin antennas on the back of those newer cars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of now that you bring it up, though.
Oh my god, dude. It reminds me a lot, though, getting back on the more scientifically aspect of neurology, psychology, and nervous systems. Do you remember back a while ago when the scientists over at, I think it was MIT, I can't remember the actual university, implanted roaches, as in cockroaches, with neural network devices tied to their brains and going through their body.
I remember seeing that, yeah.
It's very similar, but it's instead of having them be neuronal impulses, they literally just shocked the crap out of the roaches. It was like
a different kind of science, but yeah.
Yeah, like shock the left leg, shock the right leg, left leg, right leg, and I kind of felt bad for the roaches.
It's pretty new technology. There are talks of it being implemented with humans, but it won't happen for a while because human brain is much more complex and not as easy to decode as a primate brain.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's not too far off, only because there was one individual, I forget the guy's name, but he's on the list of like most wacky human art. What's the word? It's like the game Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Yeah.
Augments. He's known as one of the wacky human augmented humans, and essentially he has like this weird. So you remember what's the guy who played Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh,
Johnny Depp.
damn it. I was gonna say Monty Python, but I was way off. I don't know why I thought about that. It's Johnny Depp. What about him?
Do you remember Johnny Depp in the movie Willy Wonka and the Charlie Factory?
Yes.
You remember his hairstyle?
Yep, quite the character.
So the guy I'm talking about, the augmented human, has that hairstyle, and he implanted like this bendable arm that has a light sensor camera on it, and it comes out from the back center portion of his skull. And what this does is he moves the arms in front of his head, and it sends out a wave. And when it bounces back and the device receives the rays coming back to it, it actually allows him to see, I can't remember if it was audio or colors in a wide gamut of ranges. But it basically converts signals and places it through his brain so he can basically sense these things that other people cannot. It's really weird, really fascinating. I think it would be even cooler, but because the guy has made his own little weird niche circus attraction kind of thing out of it, a lot of people rubs it off as a joke or a comedy thing, but it's real. It's real.
Interesting.
Very
interesting. It opens the door towards cyborgs.
Oh god, I cannot wait to be a cyborg, dude.
Cyborgs and robots, man.
Speaking of robots, didn't a new robot set a new world record, Lewis?
Indeed, they did. This fancy robot can solve the Rubik's Cube in under a second. The website I provided has got a neat little video. It's crazy. I didn't even know we had a robot before that could solve it under a second. This one beats the record by solving it in 0.637 seconds, which beats the previous record of 0.887 seconds. So just barely by 0.2 of a second. But it's a pretty neat video to watch. It's like this little tiny Rubik's Cube, basically inside this little sphere mechanism with like what is it? How many sides are in there?
6, I do believe.
It looks like 3 or 4 different little sticks that basically just shift and turn. What they look like they're servos basically. And when you first see it, like you can't notice anything. It's just like a blur of color. But the second time around, they slow down the video. You get to see like this robot basically making decisions and like basically taking photos. Well, I mean, you don't see like flash, of course, but just taking photos of like the current configuration of each individual square. And the neat thing is that it has to do this while it's also moving it. So, it has to compensate for like the space that's being covered by, the little hands. Pretty neat stuff indeed.
Lewis, we need to calm the hell down, man. We are playing with fire.
What was it last week? The Google AI invented its own encryption.
Yes.
This week they're solving Rubik's cubes. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom.
Can you imagine? Because like you know how people can actually make 3D printers with 3D printers?
Yes.
So
I've heard about that.
Imagine if Google's AI is able to create a recursive protocol to use a 3D printer to make 3D printers that makes robots, and then those robots can use the technology from this Rubik's Cube machine and can start assembling items in less than minutes. They would have an army quickly.
Zane, one day, you're gonna come home, see your Rubik's Cube just all jumbled up right there in the corner. You're gonna sit down in your chair, throw your keys out on top of the desk, relax, boot up your PC, gonna turn around to, go get a drink of water, and then you're gonna notice that your Rubik's Cube is just all solved. Who did it? Who did it, Zane?
Don't do that, Lewis. I will be jumping out a window so fast.
The robots are invading, Zane.
Oh, I'm like, look, I'm a computer scientist in training. I have yet to get my degree. Unlike the glorious Lewis, who graduated with computer science with the concentration in artificial intelligence. Bravo, by the way, Lewis.
Just a piece of paper. Just a piece of paper. A fancy piece of expensive paper.
Hey, you can now legit say you're a computer scientist who studied artificial intelligence. All right, own it. All right, just own it. But what worries me is, as a computer scientist who has a focus in hardware engineering for robotics and embedded systems, like I don't want to have the fear of saying that we can have a robotic army try to attack on our army, because when it comes down to it, the robots will still be susceptible to destruction, injury, errors, and easily you can take them down easily, especially if they're like 3D printed materials. The issue, however, is still the sheer number. If they have like 10 million robots who are all 3D printed but have like the intricate motions and motors that can move them around, and let's say they don't have like AK-47s or anything, but they have 3D printed weapons, because people have made 3D printed guns. It's not impossible.
Indeed they have. They usually don't last very long because ABS plastic is not usually the exact material you want to use for all that deep impact. It's usually some other polymer. Hi, Kobe. Some other polymer. But yeah, they've done it.
I don't know, dude. Like, I'm all for having artificial intelligence, all for robotics, all for engineering of all things tech. But yeah, I cannot be a genius, Lewis. I cannot. I would literally be the guy from Jurassic Park, where if you saw me, you would yell at me saying, "You ass." You would look at me and say, "You spent so much time wondering if you could, you didn't ask yourself if you should." That'd be me, Lewis. I would bring down the world just to see if I could.
Better watch the Clone Wars again so I can figure out how to take them out.
Well,
damn! I guess I'm gonna need lightsabers.
Nah, if you're talking about clones and you're talking about droids. Well, no, the droids couldn't aim either. Like, No one in
I
Star
guess we're
Wars can
talking about
shoot.
aiming. The stormtroopers couldn't shoot either. That's right, they all missed. Pew, pew.
It's like that's gonna be Google's AI's fatal flaw when they start trying to take over the world. They never solved a good aiming algorithm. They're always off like by a foot.
You can just walk right past them and you'll be okay.
Oh, you know that actually make a really not that in particular, but because I've been writing a comic book universe story on my own on the side, and I think about DC's Brainiac, the artificial intelligence that's bent on encrypting and archiving everything.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, what if in my comic book universe, I just had it that Google accidentally created an artificial intelligence and basically went on a killing spree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, it would basically first connect to every device ever, so every phone, and it'd basically be a hive mind.
Yeah.
And it would spawn everybody. And then we would all die.
And I wouldn't even do it like they did Ultron and Marvel. It would literally be like an internet entity. And like, I don't know. I'm getting into like superhero fantasy lore comic stuff and probably stuff I should not say in a live broadcast since I'm still writing it. Well, I'm actually kind of mumbling because we actually kind of finished early and we have like 4 minutes to spare.
So when are we gonna see this this first issue?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I have not been able to draw much at all. I have the teaser, or a concept art of the World War III event where you have Phantom and what did I name the other guy? It's a Greek name. I Adonis. Phantom and Adonis on the area, and it's people like it, but it's nowhere near finished. I don't know. Oh. So yeah, the last 4 minutes or 3 minutes. What you want to talk about?
I think we should just give them the last 3 minutes of the day.
that works. So do remember that we are working on a Patreon event for next year. We are working on some awesome merch. The website will be updated either the week before Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving. There was one more thing I wanted to say, but I don't bloody remember. Remember the 5th of November.
5th of November.
Ah, you got it. I can't remember. I will say, if we have any listeners still out there, feel free to send us messages via Twitter. Apparently, Lewis created a new Twitter account at that Mexican with a K.
Yep. So just DM me or include me or something. I'm on there now.
Yeah, I don't know. I should probably create like a hashtag thing like Ask After Dark or something. I don't know. And send it out to the wild and see if we can get any questions or anything.
Just have a bot listen to it or something. I'm like, hey guys, check it out.
That does remind me. Since you have the new account for Twitter, I gotta go and re-edit the animation asset of your old Twitter handle.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that was happening. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, it's cool though. I think that's it. Aside from the one time I dipped out on the stream today, I think the quality was much better. So we'll try to keep that up for next week, Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern time. I know everybody had went back by an hour, but not Arizona. So Lewis was actually here early and was like, "What the hell, man?"
Yep. So it'll be now 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, Arizona.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we will see you next week, Friday, 10 o'clock. Essence of Zen After Dark.
After dark.
We still need to finish up on that soundboard.
Oh yeah. I got so much crap I want to work on. As of lately, I'm helping Tommy with his current project, stylist, trying to make that thing faster. She can basically make changes faster and work faster.